Episode 2, Rootless Minds podcast. I'm your host, Noah Robertson. I talk to anyone, anywhere about anything. And today I have Jay Apollo.
Jay Apollo, what's going on?
Now, that's not your real name. Why'd you go with Jay Apollo as your rapper name?
It's a great place to start. My name is Justice. The J stands for Justice. I was looking for an artist name, but I didn't want to put a Lil in front of anything. Do one of those things. My very first song I ever recorded that I actually trashed and nobody's ever going to be able to find it. I said my name was Justice Jackson on it, and I was just rapping at the time. But the Apollo, I used to watch a show growing up called Apollo Live. It's like it's on BET and Centric. Basically, like it's America's Got Talent for black people. It's a black version of that. So it's like Kendrick Lamar did a reference to it in his song Humble. He's like, "Get the fuck off my stage. I'm the Sandman." There's a guy on the stage called the Sandman, and he would like tap dance you off the stage if you were horrible. Everybody would go like move their arms like that, like you gotta go if you're trash. And so it was like a talent show, and I just thought Apollo sounded cool, and so I'm not gonna throw that on my name until I know what that actually means. Okay. So I went to Google and Googled the definition of it, and the first definition that came up was it was the Greek god of music and art.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yep, I'm taking that shit. And then the second was like handsome young man and some other language. I was like, yep, okay, this is
I'm definitely
Jay Apollo for sure.
My name on what's the website you always look to where you want to find like crappy definitions? Like, what does my name mean?
Is it Urban Dictionary?
Urban Dictionary, that's the one. When I look up my name, it's probably with everybody's name, but it's like the worst description ever. And basically it's just saying a guy who has sex with like 20 girls at once. And I'm like, what?
Fucking,
that's what Noah means? I thought it like most of the time Noah means from the Bible.
Urban Dictionary, it said that like I was finding a lot of references where it was like it said a female who fucking hoes around and throws her ass at everyone. And I was like, damn it. And the only male one I found was like light-skinned fuck boy who cries over bitches. And I was like, damn. Good to know.
Okay, right here, they might have changed it because this might be like Wikipedia. It changes over time. It says, a little dirty-minded and loves to scream at the TV when playing video games. And probably has more definitions. Knows the most entertaining person you'll ever meet and has a perverted and sarcastic, hilarious humor. He is sweet and romantic. And let me scan through. There's tons of definitions. Are these just what people comment, I think? Looks like it's people just comment what they say.
I'm going to do one for Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hell. Just one word. Hell. That's the Urban Dictionary. Hell that pays.
And then my sentence is going to be, I got sexually harassed by coleslaw in hell. Buffalo Wild Wings.
I knew this was going to come up. Keep that on. Let's not talk about that because this is our livelihood, all right?
Oh, you're right. Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Anyway.
It's all right. Just ignore that part.
Going to the trial.
Right now?
I'm going on next March.
I thought they said it was January.
It got pushed back.
It keeps getting postponed for whatever reason.
There's a double homicide or something like that the judge is focused on right now, so they pushed it back. And there's like so many of our coworkers that are trying to go.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna wear a suit and get a little sign.
Have you seen the internet posts? This guy, he's holding up a cardboard sign and he's like protesting about very basic things. Hold on, let me see.
I'm definitely gonna like show up there and oh my god, it's gonna be like I'm gonna be like Toby. I'm gonna be like Michael from The Office when Toby was leaving. I'm gonna be happy. Like
I've never watched The Office.
Oh god,
I've seen the internet clips you watch, like Dwight getting pranked and things like that.
Oh god,
Jim pranking Dwight.
You would love that show.
I don't like. I'm trying to do like a little bit of stand-up comedy. I've got my little book here. I write things in, and I lead off with my type of humor.
Oh, you showed me the first one you ever wrote, and I remember.
You remember what it was?
It was the one where you said. I don't remember exactly what you said, but you see, you're uncomfortable. And
exactly. I like watching other people be uncomfortable. I don't like being uncomfortable myself. My humor, if I was up on the stage, I'd be laughing because I'd be saying sick and twisted things about being an adopted kid or crap like that. And I could see people just like itching in their skin. And I think it's hilarious.
Dude, you'd love The Office.
And this guy, I was talking about this guy, the cardboard protester. Him.
I've seen that on like Twitter and stuff like that. People like change the words of it.
This guy's funny. This guy's really funny. Nobody cares about your Spotify. Yeah, why do people post that all the time?
I don't know. You just become a meme.
Do you remember when I posted on my story, me crying?
It was funny because when I first started watching the video, I was like, this can't be Noah. Like, this can't be, like, something serious must actually happen. And then, like, you went to the straight face, and I was like, oh, I see what you did that really well.
I thought that was hilarious.
It legitimately looked like you were crying.
Yeah, on my story, I got really tired of, mainly, I haven't seen any guys do this, but I got really tired of seeing girls do this when they're saying, oh, my life's been so hard, and they're like crying on their story and things. And then like
it's a cry for attention.
Yeah, they're crying on their story, and it's annoying. And after I posted that, a girl she blocked me. She unadded me, and it was so funny because I sent her a message. I was like asking for something, I don't remember, and it said message pending. It was like, oh my gosh,
she blocked
she got
you,
so
man,
salty,
for sure, bro. That's what you call wearing the shoe. If the shoe fits,
if the shoe fits, wear it. Exactly. Let's go back to your music because that is your passion.
Yes,
how long have you been doing this?
Ooh, I've been recording music since 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my first song I ever recorded was probably like in 2012. I had a cousin who made music, and he was about to blow up, but he had a kid and he prioritized. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I respect him for doing that. But like, I remember I said I wouldn't write a song. My older brother wrote a song, and he went in there, and I hopped on a verse.
What's your older brother's name?
Noah, and his artist name is
your
Cardiac.
brother. I thought Noah was your younger brother.
Noah's my older brother. My little brother is Elisha.
Okay.
So he hopped on us, and we did the song called "So Fly." Never got released. Never did anything with it. It was like it's on an old iPod somewhere. Like the very first iPod, we had that one, and so it's on that one.
The little square ones.
The little square ones, man.
Yeah, with the circle on them.
Yeah. So it's I don't mean the first iPod Touch. My bad. I had to shuffle too, but
okay.
Yeah. No, it was very interesting to see like the growth in my music, because if you were to hear some of my old stuff, you heard like All I Do and stuff like that, and that one. Like, I had bars and stuff like that, but it's just hard. I feel like it's hard being a rapper because, especially now, it was harder back then because there were so many good people out there, and it's like, what you say really has to, like, it has to be, it's hard being a rapper as far as, like, writing stuff, because every bar has to be important. You can't lose the listener at any point that you're rapping. As far as when you're singing, if you sing it and it sounds good, you can say something so simple, and it's like pop, you know what I mean? Pop music, you can say something simple, but if it sounds good and it's catchy, people will rock with it. I'm doing a little bit of both, like putting good lyrics in my songs and grabbing my audience that way. I know there's a lot of people that don't even rap anymore. That's another reason why, because like if I were to drop some rapping music and everybody were to be like, nobody wants to listen to actual music anymore. So it's all about
mumble rap.
It's all about.
I listen to all music except screamo, mumble rap, and now, what's the music that always comes on at 10 o'clock at work?
Oh my gosh.
Mariachi music. I used to love mariachi music. I thought it sounded beautiful. And then it comes on every night at work, the same song.
Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings for ruining mariachi music for us.
It's dead. I'm never going to like it again.
I can't really get into dubstep that much, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's some good dubstep. It's mainly just like good for dancing, but not good to like jam out to.
Yeah, I can't screamo. I can't do it all. It makes my heartbeat go up.
Yeah, I don't like that, man.
It scares me. It scares me.
I don't want music that like ear raping me. I don't want that.
Yeah, it's like I feel like with screamo music, it's like taking. I heard this song was like "Disrespect Your Surroundings," like that, and I was like, "Is that easy? Like you just take a concept that you learned in like kindergarten and do the opposite?" I'm gonna make a screamo song called "Use Your Outside Voice." Use your outside voice. You know what I mean?
You
like
do that well.
It's easy. It's easy to do. But I mean, like as far as like me making,
I can't do that.
any type of As far as like me just making music though, like I grew up in the church. Like my uncle's the pastor of my church. My dad's the choir director, so I can actually play multiple instruments. I play drums, piano, guitar, bass, saxophone. I can mess around on a clarinet. I can mess around on a trumpet. I can play everything. Just simply because my dad was like, and when I say church music is different for white people, it really is. I'm talking about that gospel black music, and it really is. I feel like been a foundation to like the way I do my harmonies and my music and stuff like that. So like, I mean, I'm a musician. I'm not just an artist. You give me a guitar right now, I'll play the guitar. If you put some keys in front of me, I start fiddling away. You know what I mean? I can play everything.
That's really good.
A lot of people don't know that about me.
Yeah, a lot of because you are still just like a SoundCloud rapper at the moment. You're trying to get out of that platform, expand, etc. And a lot of SoundCloud rappers, they just rap. And it's mainly just SoundCloud mumble rapping and crap, and they don't know anything about music. I personally can't, like, even if a song sounds good, I personally can't listen to it if I don't know what they're saying. Yeah, you can't listen to it. You can't understand the words. My friend showed me a song. I don't know what it was at all, but she had some weird Irish accent, and it was like Irish mumbling, and the way she sang it. And I swear at one point she said Pikachu. And I looked at her, I was like, Pikachu? And she just bust out laughing. No, that's not what she said. I can't understand what she's saying.
It's like I feel like people who make music like that, everybody can do that. So you shouldn't call it a talent. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's like clapping. You know what I mean? Anybody can just clap, just like not unless you don't have hands or arms, but anybody can clap though, just like anybody can go. I
love it. I love your song that started off with that. What was it?
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. I'll look it up right now.
This track on
oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
This track on Sway 88 or whatever his Lil Vibe or whatever he changed his name to, Lil whatever. He's horrible. I don't like you still. I don't fuck with your music. I will never like you.
Right here. All right, we're going to play it.
Saying it right now on the podcast. All right.
We're just going to listen until we get to that beautiful lyric.
Lane. Copying his little...
Stay in your lane.
When I first listened to this, I thought it was you that actually wanted to do that. All right, here it comes. When I first heard that, I bust out laughing. I actually commented on it. Did you actually just skirt?
Yeah. But I think it's wild. I think that song actually made me really upset, and I wish I had never done it because.
Yeah, you explained this, right? Didn't you say it was?
Yeah. I put a lot of work into my music. Like a lot of time and energy into my music, and I used to spend like $500 a week on simply just music and studio time because I was going so consistently and doing so many things with my music. And it's like, this guy pissed me off, and I was like, oh, it's war now. Diss track, dropping this tonight. Went to the studio, recorded it, diss tracked him, dropped it, and my diss track song that I just made out of anger or whatever got more plays than the actual songs that have meaning, like All Love.
All Love is great.
You know what I mean? Like those,
she's nodding. She nodded.
It has a good message, and the sound, and like it wasn't something that I just half-assed. I really put my 100%, 110% into my music, and it's like I drop a diss track and everybody's tapping into that because like, oh, look at what he said about this person. People care more about conflict and
yeah, that's why media is blowing up.
Than they do about actual music, and that pisses me off. And so it's like, after that happened, I was like, I'm never dropping a diss track again because I'm not going to give anybody else clout I'm not going to give attention to anybody who's not going to actually help my musical career or me grow as an artist, because it didn't do anything for me but make him sad. And it made me feel better for a good week or two. But at the end of the day, I looked at my plays and I'm like, this is getting more plays than the songs I actually put my working to. And
the songs that actually mean
it's
things.
not worth it to me. Yeah.
I fully understand that. Yeah, the media, it's all about negativity, and it's just annoying. Like you said, you're not going to give any clout, any focus, anything like that to people that are like negative in your life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really listen to depressing music. I don't really watch depressing shows except The Witcher. Have you seen The Witcher on Netflix?
No, you told me about that show.
It's
and you
good.
told me that it was
I was
really
up
good.
all night watching it. It's so good.
We were watching 13 Reasons Why last night.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man.
We tried to. We fell asleep. we didn't actually get through it. But I feel like this third season wasn't very good because nobody talked about it after.
Oh, you were watching the third season?
Yeah, we watched the first and the second. The second changed the way I walked because when I got to that one scene, the mop, I felt it.
Yeah.
But while watching
it's like when you see a guy get kicked in the balls, you're just, you feel it in your
and
stomach.
I didn't like that at all. It changed everything for me. I be walking. I go to the bathroom, wash my hands, one hand at a time because I got the other hand covering my asshole. I'm scared.
Usually when I like use a urinal or go to the bathroom or anything, I like back to the door just in case.
Oh yeah,
I'm paranoid.
I hate bathrooms with urinals that do not have stalls.
All right, this is the rule for the ladies listening. This is the rule. Every guy knows this rule. If you know this rule, you know how it goes. If you've got urinals, let's say 3 urinals with no dividers, how many urinals are viable?
2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the middle one acts as the divider. If you use the middle one, you're gay. That's just how it is. No offense to gay people. I don't care, but you're gay.
I also don't like if there's no divider, don't talk to me while I'm peeing. There's guys, especially old people. I don't know why old men like to be.
The weather, right? Man.
How you doing there,
my
sir?
Hand's on my dick and I'm trying to talk to you while your hand's on your dick too. No, don't.
Or the people who use the urinal and their whole ass is out. Their whole ass is out. They got their pants around their ankle. I've seen a bunch of old niggas do that shit. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? They got flies too. They zip the fly down, just drop it all the way down to your ankles, bro.
Yeah, that's a little kid thing. You should definitely evolve past that after being a little kid. I'm very thankful I have a penis because I can just like point and aim and I can pee wherever, whenever. Mm-hmm. But honestly, like you don't gotta drop your whole pants. I don't want to see that old hairy ass when I'm walking in.
The YMCA too, bro.
Dragging across the wall because I don't want to see that.
I used to hate going to the YMCA and changing in the locker room because the old people that would get out of the pool, they would walk butt naked, look at you, make eye contact, wave, try to have a conversation with you, and then they'll be getting dressed and shit. And the first thing that they want to put on is their socks. Like, you're butt ass naked and you want to put on your socks first, my nigga, and have a conversation, and then put on your shirt. Put your pants on, man.
I did wrestling and swimming, so like I just don't even care about like a guy being naked next to me. But honestly, you've got to know the routine. You got to put on the underwear to cover up your ass and your balls and your dick, your taint. You got to cover it all up.
Cover that shit
and then
up.
From there, put what you want on. You got to put the underwear on first, all right? I took showers next to naked men. That's how it is in swimming and most high school sports. But we all know the rule. Underwear goes on first. It comes off last.
Put your socks on.
Yeah, I got to put my socks on, then I got to put my tank top. Oh, I got a text. Let me do that while my dick's hanging out. No.
Did I shampoo? Let me take it off and try it again. Rinse and repeat.
Showers with the socks on.
Really?
Have you seen Better Off Dead?
No.
Oh, it was the starting scene, I think. The guy he like wakes up and it's just showing his feet and he's like in the bathroom and he like takes off all his clothes, but his socks stay on. And then he takes a shower with the socks on, then he gets out and blows dries his socks.
I was just thinking back. I'm sorry. I was listening to what you're saying, but you played the beat. I could hear it. They can hear it. That's so dope. Like, you could really record. That's so dope.
Yeah. Yeah. I did a lot of research into all of this.
Sway in the morning.
I'm glad you brought that up because I do want to talk about this. I just don't want to like put it in there myself. Like when a person gets a new car or something, and they try to every way possible. Hey, you like Audis? Yeah, I've got an Audi. Let's talk about that. No, I wasn't trying to like interject that, but since you brought it up, I do want to talk about that. I did a lot of research on all this stuff. I had the computer first, and I first looked into like microphones because that's the main thing, really.
This is amazing.
Because honestly, the
setup is amazing.
We can just hold it in our hands too. We don't need this. This just helps.
How much did you like? This right here is some next level
This is mainly for podcasts. It's called the Rode Podcaster.
How much was that?
It was.
Actually, don't even got to talk about it.
It's all right.
I know it's
about $500.
Yeah.
And when I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast frequently. Great podcast. If you're listening to this, you should already be listening to that one. He's so funny. He's so funny. He talks about anything. I love it. And when I was looking into it, I just like looked up Joe Rogan podcast equipment, and there's a whole website that just listed everything he had. Gotcha. And then I looked up, he had like the Shure SM7B, I think. That's a mic he has, and it's like $300 or $400. And I was like, whoa. I've got to get at least 2 of those. I don't want to spend that much money, and I know I've got to get an interface to record all the audio, and this one's like got dedicated everything. And when I did that, I looked up a lot of YouTube comparisons about like Shure SM7B versus blank, and I just kept watching and watching and watching until I got down to the pod mic, which was like $200, and this one. And a guy reviewed the pod mic, the SM7B, and this is the Shure SM58. And this, in the way he did it, this sounded better than the pod mic, which was $100 more. It sounded a little not as good as the 7B, which is the one like Joe Rogan uses, very professional, but it's a $200 difference. So I concluded this one, get the pop filter. It's got a built-in pop filter, but that just helps.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you can really, you want to push it?
It's all good.
Okay, good.
Just audio from the front.
There's a lot of artists that will pay you to be on a podcast and talk about their music.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just saying, like, you're a charismatic guy. This is great. You have all the this could be the start to something very, very, very amazing for you.
I hope so. I called this the Rootless Minds podcast because, like, my little motto thing I had, talk to anyone, anywhere about anything. I like talking to everybody. I like talking about anything. Just like let the conversation flow, whatever the heck you want to talk about. If you want to plug whatever you have, go for it. And I want to talk to people anywhere. Like I told you many times, I'll come to you.
Yeah.
I'll come to you. I've got all this in a little backpack I've got. I put that in a little case, and then I just hold the mic stands, and I can come to you. I want to be able to like travel and do podcasts with people, and just anywhere, anytime, anybody.
This is amazing, bro.
I really like that. And the first name I decided for this podcast was Wandering Minds. And then I looked that up, and there was already either a Wondering or Wandering Minds. And I was like, that's too close. And then I was looking up a bunch of similes and everything. And eventually I got all the way down to like a few different things. And I asked my friend, what do you think? And she just said, Rootless Minds. And I was like, that's amazing. Because like, you don't have roots. You're not stuck in one place. Neither is the conversation. You can talk about anything. You can talk anywhere. You're not only talking to one type of person, and that just worked perfectly. And I've got my mom's a graphic designer, and she's making, I drew out the logo I wanted her to make. She's making it for me, and it's going to look good. It's definitely going to look good.
It's always helpful to have parents that support you, man.
Absolutely. I'm 100%. So thankful my dad's a mechanic. He is a mechanic, and he saves me money on parts. He helps me fix things, and then like after he helps me fix things a couple times, I can do it myself. He saves me a lot on money because cars cost a lot of money to uphold.
You're telling you're talking to the right one.
Didn't you just buy a new car recently?
Yeah, we just got a new car, the new Honda Accord. You know what I mean?
New Honda Accord.
New Honda Accord from the new year.
New for me.
2000.
Mine's 2003. I've got a Trailblazer.
Yeah, no, the Dodge Avenger gave me hell. So I mean, that's
is that the one you flipped?
Yeah.
Tell that story.
So I was going down I-5 North, headed towards Marysville, where I lived at the time, and there is a big semi, and when I tell you it was raining harder than. It's one of the heaviest rains I've ever seen, and it's like 2:00 in the morning.
When like your windshield wipers are going, basically useless, doesn't do anything. Yep.
And so I'm trying to drive slower because I could feel my car kind of slipping.
Hydroplaning.
But there's a semi, and the semi just doesn't care, and he's just going.
He's got to get that job done.
Going, and I'm talking about when it got like close to me.
Was it behind or ahead, or like
it was like
lanes?
Passing kind of.
Okay.
It completely blinded my entire
Field of view.
Field of view
Yeah.
because so much water just came up and splashed. Like it literally.
Oh, he splashed you.
Like I was underwater
Uh-huh.
because like so much water was coming off his truck and from the ground onto my car,
Mhm.
and my car was just sliding. So I'm gonna slow down, and then like that didn't help. I got behind it, and it was like still getting me wet, and I could see a big like water bending. Looked like the truck was water bending almost, and it was just water everywhere. And so I'm like, I gotta get around this. And so I was in the right lane. I get behind it, and I'm in the left lane. I'm passing it slowly. I'm 2 lanes away from it, right? I was speeding up a little bit, and then like I'm going about the speed limit because I was probably going like 50 on the freeway, maybe even slower than that. I speed up to about 60, 62.
Okay.
And by the time I got in front of the car, my car was out of control. Like,
Yeah.
I was going too fast for the rain that was happening, and the roads were just too slick. And so I was just gliding on the water. And so the first thing I'm thinking, I'm like, if I hit the brakes, I'm going to spin out. I'm going to lose control. That's a bad idea. So I'm just going to try to steer. I'm going to coast and steer this to the direction that I want to go. As soon as I thought I had enough control of the car to try to slow down, because I was sliding, drifting, and I was going faster than I wanted to go, I feathered the brake a little bit, spin. Like just a little tap, and my car spun. It was revving really high. I spun out this way, and then I was like in the left lane. I spun this way, like this.
Like back of your car to the
Back
right?
of your car. And I was spinning, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to die. I get back a little bit of control, and then I'm like, I thought that everything was going to be okay. There's a gully, like a hill going this way.
Yeah, when the side of the road
And
dips down.
this way, cars are coming. There's cars coming this way at the bottom of the gully. So I'm like, I do not want to get there.
Yeah.
My car, the back wheel just slightly went into the gully, and because of this, I was going so fast, my whole car just did like a kickflip, flipped, and I landed on all four wheels, and I slid all the way down into the road. A car passes by this way. My car's in the road, so I almost hit that car, and then my car like died, like not starting, not clicking.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So
After all that.
I put my car into park, and I take my key out, and I look at the car, and I'm like, oh my god, is everything okay? My car looked fine because the roof of my car didn't touch the ground. And I just flipped and landed on my wheels. And so I get back in the car. I was like, God, please, like, let this car start. It starts. I was in the middle of the road. I turned the car around. I just followed that road. And as soon as I got my car moving, I saw another car coming. So I barely missed it by that much. I almost died.
That was a scary night. Didn't you work like the day after, 2 days after? Because you told me about it immediately.
I worked like, I think 2 days after, yeah.
Yeah. You were still scared 2 days later.
Yeah,
That's scary.
And
the entire car flips.
I was scared to drive for the longest time. Every time it rained, I still don't even like driving in the rain, really. Hydroplaning is no joke. I remember I told my cousin about it. He didn't know what hydroplaning was. And I said, yeah, I was hydroplaning. Like, well, why'd you do that? I was like, hydroplaning is not something that my car let me rephrase that. My car hydroplaned. I didn't just, let's go hydroplaning on the freeway.
Let's flip my car. I've got a limited income. Let's flip my car. Great idea. No.
I was like, yeah, I basically did.
You said your cousin?
Yeah, I was like,
what's his name?
Meshach.
Meshach?
Yeah.
Screw you, Meshach. Come on.
I said, I basically did a kickflip with my car. He's like, did you land it? I was. I was like, you missed what I was trying to tell you. Like, I almost died. I flipped my car.
Yeah. But did you get the bonus points? All right.
Yeah, it's ollie, kickflip, gainer, landed it.
I remember I think this was on the PS3. We had a PS3 and we had a Tony Hawk game that came with a board.
Oh my goodness.
And you would do the tricks on the board and
yeah.
You'd sweep your foot next and it had the sensor to make you go faster. I loved that game so much.
I loved all those games, man. I had that on the Wii.
On the Wii?
I had it on the Wii, yeah. It came with a little board. I think it was called Skate.
It was Tony Hawk something. I don't know.
Yours was a Tony Hawk one. Mine, I had a Skate one. It was similar. But I did have the Tony Hawk games as well. But I didn't have a board with it. It was fun. Tony Hawk games were lit. I really thought that those were possible things to do. I remember being a kid like, oh, you can do a backflip with your skateboard off the ground out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just like jump up with your board and do it. Man, the injuries I got from that game.
You tried that?
I used to try everything, bro. I thought it was real. Thought it was real life. I used to try to skateboard so much, and I gave up. I started longboarding for a while. For a minute, I was a scooter boy, too. I used to like to ride my scooter. Wanted a scooter for so long. Got it, and it was too old for it.
Do you remember the classic injury that comes from scooters?
Oh, the whip. That
Yeah,
hits,
when it whips, it hits you in the ankle.
That is actually the worst.
What was his, Curtis Lepore, something like that? No.
Viner?
Yeah, I don't know if it was him. He's a Viner. He is black. He did the famous one where like he got new J's, and when he was walking around,
King
he'd
Batch
place.
or was it? No, it was a D-Storm.
No, it wasn't either of them.
Or Marlon Webb. I feel like it was one of those guys. Oh my gosh.
He got new J. He's the one that always does the Lil Wayne impressions.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name. I know what you're talking about though. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
That guy. I love him. What were you just saying? I totally forgot.
Scooter.
The scooter, yeah.
Yeah,
he did the vine where he flipped it around, it hit his ankle, and he fell, and Curtis was saying like, "Come on, you'll make it. Come on." I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. No. That's how that felt.
Yeah, no, that actually like the bottom of those scooters are so heavy.
If that ever hit you in the Achilles tendon on the back, you wouldn't be able to walk. Just gone. Just like that.
Dang. Man, I just had a flashback, man.
Yeah, non-flashback. All little kids that with scooters.
Don't feel good.
Let's segue back into your music.
Sounds good, man.
With your songs, you said you've like been evolving over time, which is very good. Always change. On is everything you have on SoundCloud?
Everything that I have, actually, like the majority of my music that I have is unreleased.
Okay.
Everything that I have on my SoundCloud, except for the songs I've dropped in 2019, I don't like, except for Guilty, Shoddy, and Picture.
Okay.
And Circle Small. Everything else that I've had out, I don't feel like is my best work. A lot of it is because of the way I mix my music. I was just starting to sing and I was super insecure about it, so there's a lot more auto-tune on it.
Yeah, you told me about that. You said your producer likes like, dude, you got a great voice. Let me turn down this auto-tune.
He turned on the auto-tune like this year, and so like a lot of my new music is 3-part harmonies, a lot of more melodic ad-libs and stuff like that. And so
what's 3-part harmonies?
It's a chord, basically. That's the best way I could put it. So like in All Love, the first time I sing the hook, the first time I sing it without harmonies, and the second time it comes in, there's like layers, and it's like I'm chording with myself, and so I dub it over with some harmonies, and I feel like that's what I'm trying to. Nobody else is doing that, really. Like no other rapper is really adding harmonies to their music. Everybody is just woo skirt doing all that stuff, and so I'm really like I'm really adding harmonies into everything that I do. So
that's good. That's good. I remember giving you the piece of advice, like, obviously I'm not the best in music, but I've always been good at recognizing patterns. And like a lot of really good rap songs have always had like a flute in the background or some like high pitch, like soothing instrument. And I told you to use steel drums. Did you use that?
I have that in the workings of I'm starting to make my own beats now. I've got a couple of songs where I've started to make beats, and so like I don't want to talk too much about it. I really want to catch people by surprise when my music drops. But then the album's gonna be dropping in like I want to say May.
May, all right.
May, definitely May, actually, yeah. So it'll be nice and hot and ready for the summer music videos. And I think this year or next year is going to be the year where I'm not Justice and I will be known as J Apollo, and Buffalo Wild Wings won't be something. And I'm just going to, a lot of people say it's unrealistic and stuff like that, but I am a true believer that if you manifest in a dream and you really put your mind to it.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to happen this year.
Do you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always like,
Gary V is.
His exact words is always eat shit, And then after that, he's just saying, so you can like do better. Like just as he's always like quadruple down, put everything you need into it. There's always ways around like internet marketing, etc. And if you just go all at it, you'll eventually get there.
I'm actually really glad you brought him up. I've been following him for about a year now. Super inspirational, and everything he says is like it's not the typical cliche motivational stuff that you'll hear, because he'll tell you straight up, he's like, it's not gonna be easy, it's not gonna, like, he'll tell you those things and stuff like that, and it's like that's something that somebody like me needs to hear, because I don't know, I hear a lot of the you'll make it, and I don't know, if you listen to a lot of the cliche shit that people say, it's like I would have made it by now if I followed that.
I saw this video a while ago, and you'll love it. Just watch.
The next 10 years of your fucking life are the best 10 years I have to eat shit. I'm scared I don't know what I want to do, and that's okay. Why'd you got a Coachella? Value. Fuck Coachella. Fuck college. Fuck your mom. Fuck your spouse. Fuck your parents. Fuck you. Content. Don't fucking watch Game of Thrones. Gratitude. ROI. Sneakers. Quadruple down on what you're good at. Fuck. Why's your car so fancy? I eat shit. Why'd you buy food and water? Fuck. The fuck you need water for?
That is Gary.
That's a perfect thing of Gary. He just goes all out. Like, you don't, man, it's basically just like live terribly and just
grind now, shine later.
Grind out. Yeah. Grind now, shine later. That's good. Yeah. That's very good. I like that. Let's go to your music. If I look up your song, what's 2 songs you can say? Like an old song that you had versus a new song that really shows a great difference.
All right. Let's start with my SoundCloud. Play Hello Miss Lady. And yeah, I'm just going to let it do the talking for her. The one thing that stayed consistent with my music is I don't like to rap about things or make music
Hello
about
Miss
things.
Lady?
Yeah.
Jay Apollo?
I don't like to make music about things that don't pertain to me.
Jay Apollo. This justice music.
Did you make the beats for this?
Oh no, Knife Inch.
Knife Inch?
Knife Inch.
Look, see,
oh yeah.
A lot of girls before, but they got nothing on.
That's an interesting transition.
Hello, Miss Lady. Yeah. I tell her, hello, Miss Lady, think we got a connection. I see you smile at the ground after looking my direction. Now after looking in your eyes, all I can see is perfection. So maybe
yeah, I can see here you're not nearly as good as you are now, because I've told you, like, I am a fan of yours. You've got great music. And I do tell you, like, when I don't like a song or I think this could have been improved or something, I totally believe in constructive criticism. Basically, All Love and Donnie, they're basically flawless songs. I love those songs.
I appreciate that, bro, because it's crazy that those songs right there both came from, like, important things or losses in my life. And,
beautiful art comes from tragedy.
Yeah. I'm really proud of those songs, and they mean more to me than any other song that I have out. And it sucks to say that unless I have another tragedy, I'm not gonna have a song like that. It's as meaningful as that. But as far as taste to your ears, I got some more stuff that is similar. I want you to play "Matter of Time," by me. Yeah, I want you to listen to this one though all the way through, because this song right here, you can probably like fast forward it through it when on an actual podcast, but like
Time, Jay Apollo.
Just listen to this one, man, because I came completely different and nobody ever expected me to do this type of music.
This is one of your new ones. I recognize it by the album cover. You dropped a whole album, right?
Little EP, little 6-song track. Yeah.
Let's check this out.
Turn it up a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey. All right.
Oh, I did listen to this one, yeah.
Matter of time, it's only a matter of time till she's gone. If I could rewind, I'd take us back to the time we made love, 'cause you're on my mind. And when I try to shake you loose, you hold tighter.
I really like what you did there. Changed.
Let me
what to
give
call it.
you everything
Wait for
you
the.
desire.
This is the 3-part harmonies I'm talking about right here.
Baby girl, it's a matter of time.
Oh, okay.
Time. It's only a matter of time till she's gone. If I could rewind, I'd take us back to the time we made love. 'Cause you're on my mind. And when I try to shake you loose, you hold tighter. A chemical reaction, love like fire, nah. Let me give you everything you desire. Cause baby girl, it's a matter of time. I don't wanna be the first to say I love you, I don't wanna sound crazy. Moving hella fast, I want this to last. Can I call you my baby? She ain't ready to be cuffed up, keep it hush hush, low key. But the way we talking got me fucked up, I can't trust love, ooh. She's got her guard up, she's unstable. I'm just practice, we fuck with no label. I put all my cards on the table. She's way too blind, so I know it's a matter of time. It's only a matter of time till she's gone. If I could rewind, I'd take us back to the time we made love. 'Cause you're on my mind. And when I try to shake you loose, you hold tighter. A chemical reaction, love's like fire, no. Let me give you everything you desire. 'Cause baby girl, it's a matter of time. It's only a matter of time till she's gone. If I could rewind, I'd take us back to the time we made love. 'Cause you're on my mind. And when I try to shake you loose, you hold tighter. Chemical reaction, love's like fire. Let me give you everything you desire. 'Cause baby girl, it's a matter of time. It's only a matter of time till she's gone. Rewind. Take us back to the time we made love.
I don't want to hear shit unless Camber mixed it.
That was amazing.
I appreciate it.
That was really good. You could really definitely see the contracts. The first song, you like kind of struggled with staying with the beat, but with there you were controlling the beat. That was amazing.
Yeah, man. That's the type of music I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to steer into. Like, even if I like do some singing stuff like that on a hip hop beat, like I did like with Donnie. That one, like, it's more of a modern beat, but like, I like music. I don't like
You love meaningful music.
meaningful music. You feel me?
Why don't you break that song down for us? Like, what started that song? Her?
So when I met her, I've been trying for a long time to like actually get her to like want to date me and be official. She'd been in a lot of bad relationships, and so she had like trust issues with like. She's got a problem with people leaving her. She's an amazing girl. She's an amazing girl, and people are stupid and they leave her, which came in my benefit. But you know, like she just had her guard up, and so when I first met her, the whole time I was thinking like, she's not gonna be here for long. I was like, I don't want to be the first to say I love you. I don't want to sound crazy, moving hella fast. I want this to last. Can I call you my baby? She ain't ready to be cuffed up. Keep it hush hush, low key. Like she didn't want to like date yet.
I fully understand.
I wanted to put a label on it, and the way we talking got me fucked up. I can trust love. I was like, I don't know. Like I didn't want to. The way I was feeling about it, I was like, I don't want to like do the whole like either we're on or we're off type deal. But like at the same time, it's like I like her too much to like actually like leave. And so I was just like, she got her guard up. She's unstable. I'm just practice. We fuck with no label. I was like, so we're over here doing everything like we're in a relationship. But I mean, like at the end of the day, what is it really if we don't actually put a label on it? Like, because she could leave and go mess around with somebody else or start talking to somebody else, no problem. I can't even really get mad about it because it's like, that's not my girlfriend. And so I was like, she's
What
way
you said
too,
right there.
yeah,
Matter of time.
I said she's way too fine, so I know it's a matter of time. So it's like, because like she could have any guy she wants, and so it's only a matter of time before she's gone. But if I could rewind, I take us back to the first day I met her, the first time we kissed, the first time we made love, the looking at her, like, you know what I mean? Like, those are things that were important to me, and so that's how that whole thing, yeah.
I want to move on to Donnie because
Oh,
this is one of my favorite songs. This is very good. You've got the necklace. Yeah, you've got the necklace for him.
To my guy Donovan.
And this is really a good song. Definitely is. Dum, dum, dum,
FJ on the beat, ho.
dum, 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 dum,
Say this ain't how it's supposed to be. Like how I lose somebody close to me so quickly. You were supposed to get this dough with me. You were supposed to sell out shows with me, blow with me. And I just wanna hit you up just to see if you're straight. And you to hit me back just to say that it's great. But it's too late. Fuck, said it's too late.
FJ on the beat, ho.
If this shit really makes me cry, nigga. God damn it, I'm wishing you were still alive, nigga. The other day we sat down and talked about life, nigga. Us wildin' in the first grade, you was mine, nigga. How you finna die? I'm wishing we had more time, nigga. I miss the privileges looking into your eyes, nigga. You let me hold your daughter just like she was mine, nigga. And as long as I'm around, I'll make sure she's alright, nigga. Yeah, I had a dream that you were calling my name. I had a dream that life was simple and plain. My nigga Donnie do say I had a dream that everything was the same. But then I woke up to reality's pain. This got me going insane. I had a dream that you were calling my name. I had a dream that life was simple and plain. My nigga Donnie do say I had a dream that everything was the same. But then I woke up to reality's pain. I'm thinking this ain't how it's supposed to be.
Great song. Really is.
Yeah, bro, that's hard to listen to be honest with you, bro, because it still messes with me.
Yeah, it hits you deep. That came from sorrow.
I hear that song and all I hear is I can hear the pain in my voice.
Yeah, you don't even really need to. The lyrics, they're put together very well. And I'm totally going to pat you on the back here. The lyrics were put together very well. But sometimes you get lyrics that are like really deep poetry that you've got to analyze to understand. And these aren't shallow lyrics, but you just understand them off the bat. Like the somber tone of the song, the piano in the background, the way you're saying it, you just understand. And you immediately understand, you feel it. It's amazing.
I appreciate it, man. I really do. But yeah, this year, the rest of this music stuff, like my homie made music. He was amazing. He was the greatest artist I've ever got to encounter with.
Yeah, and the song you said, "You're my local idol."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told him that, and basically this song was like, it was me from the perspective of me talking to him. Like, it's like if I could look him in the face one more time, knowing that he was still gonna go, I'd tell him, like, bro, this ain't how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to sell out shows with me. You're supposed to get this dough with me. I'm gonna let your daughters know that you're okay. And like, I never got to, like, I don't know, just, I used to judge you off the choices you made, but no matter how I was feeling, you was still my nigga at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like that's the part that gets me the most, because there's a long period of time where I didn't talk to my boy no more because he was doing some other stuff that I didn't really condone. Everybody does their stuff. He wasn't perfect, you know what I mean? But like, I cut him off for that some years, and then when he got clean and started doing better and really handling himself, and like, he was still the same. He was still my guy. You feel me? And so it was like, I think back to all the times that I shut him out and I cut him off, and it makes me wish that I had more time to, like, instead of like pushing him away completely and just ignoring him and cutting him off, that I had like tried to help him more, or say, hey bro, just to let you know, I love you, even though I don't, you know what I mean? And it's like, we got to have that conversation, thank God, before he got to leave, but it's just like, I can't get the time back, you know? So that was tough. But
What's this here? Donnie's tribute show, 12/20/19.
Oh, that was on the 20th. He had I had a concert at the Bear Project in Seattle.
Mm.
All his friends that make music and artists that he with from out here were they put together a benefit show for his daughters because he's got another baby that's due this month, actually. Wow. He's got another daughter that's coming.
How many daughters does
he's
that
got,
make?
He's got one. It'll be two.
Okay.
So it'll be two. We're waiting on her arrival, and all the money that we raised, I think it was like $2,000 or something like that, close to $2,000, are all went to his from the tickets and the merchandise and the posters and stuff. Like, we made quite a bit of money, and we're just giving his money to his kids. You know what I mean? Trying to make sure that they have some money because my dude's not gonna be here to support them anymore, and he was really, really close to blowing up. Like, he was really, really close, and so I'm gonna make sure his daughter knows that she has a support system. And
yeah, you said I'm gonna make sure your daughters know you're the king.
Yeah,
Yep.
His last name was actually King,
Mm-hmm.
and he was the king. Like, he had the type of energy that when he walked into a room, before you even
Agreeing, yeah.
before you even looked at him, you knew he was there. You knew he was in the building. You knew he was the life of the party. And a lot of people say that, but like, Donovan was a party animal. He had it like anywhere you went, he could make it lit. You could go to the dollar store with this nigga, and you felt like you were on the top of the world. Like, he just, I don't know. I lost my grandpa around the same time, which was when I dropped All Love.
All Love, yeah.
And I love, as much as I love my grandpa, this friendship, like losing him, hurt more than anything I've ever.
I understand that. You chose to be friends with him. I mean, you didn't choose your grandpa. You still love him dearly, of course.
I love him so dearly, but
you chose Donnie, and
it's
really
not only
sucks.
that, but like, you don't expect your grandpa to die, but I mean, like, sooner or later, like, your grandparents are
your friend was
old
young.
people. You know what I mean? He was my age. He was 19 years old when he passed. Oh God! And I've been rocking with dudes since like first grade. Like, that was my ace for years, and then it's just crazy that people come and go, and it was a reality check for me because you take people's life for granted. You take time for granted, and it's like you live your life like you have all these years in front of you. It wasn't that case for my homie Donovan. Like, he was here and then he wasn't, and it happened that fast, and there's nothing you can do to bring him back. But now that he's not here anymore, and all the plans that he had, all his ambition he had and shit like that, like, I'm finishing Donnie's plan. You know what I mean? SLAM. Staying low key at all moments. That's the acronym he came up with, and now I'm in a little music group under the direction of under the leadership of my guy KG, and we're really putting the Pacific Northwest on music wise. We're bonding together, and we're all just gonna put our minds and our music together and do something positive and blow up and finish Donnie's plan. Yeah. That's what we've been on. That's why like people, I tell people, like, how much money do you spend a week on music? And I'm like, more than I should, but not more than I should, because this is something that I care about. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know, it's just important to me. Like, it means more to me than I rather hit the studio and do what I love and care about and be broke for a week than have the money and live in this routine of getting up and going to work at a job that I hate just to say that I have money in my pocket. I can't see myself doing that. You got to make some type of sacrifices to get somewhere, and you got to pick and prioritize and pick and choose what's important and what's not important to you. So that's exactly what I'm doing.
I fully understand, yeah.
Yeah.
You said both of these obviously came out of sorrow, and you were talking about how Donnie hurt a lot, and so did your grandpa.
Yeah.
And I definitely enjoyed the beat of Donnie more, and the lyrics were amazing. like they're both 10 out of 10. But I thought All Love was like 11 out of 10 because a lot of what you were saying related to Donnie specifically, but in All Love, some of it just like makes sense to everybody. And I'm gonna look that up now.
I made that song before my grandpa had actually passed, and when I found out he had cancer, it was like already like stage 4. He's in hospice, like he has cancer. I was like, oh, it happened so fast. I wasn't expecting it at all, but it's like he's still here. So guess what? I love you, Grandpa. You know what I mean? And it's like I wanted to put that into words, but not just in a way to like specifically to my grandpa, but like everybody. Like I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I love you, Lila. I love you. You know what I mean? I wanted to like, because I'm doing this for my grandpa now because he's dying, but it's like, give me my flowers while I can smell them. I don't want, flowers don't mean anything to me when I'm dead. I can't smell, give me my flowers while I can smell them. Let the people that you know, let the people that you love know that you love them while they're still here, because that's when it matters and that's when it counts. And so that's the message I was trying to get across to everyone. So I felt like it was a very universal song. Like everybody could relate to that for sure.
Definitely. Let's listen to it. I definitely appreciated the static in the background. That actually has a great effect.
No, Joseph.
DreamLifeBeats.com.
Count all your blessings, guard what you say, cause tomorrow's not promised just cause we are here today. And tell someone you love them before they all go away, cause it's all love, yeah, it's all love. I said, count all your blessings, guard what you say, cause tomorrow's not promised just cause we are here today. And tell someone you love them before they all go away, cause it's all love, yeah, it's all love. Yeah, we take for granted our health. We ain't focused on living rich, we're only focused on wealth. I wish my grandma had more time, she had some stories to tell. I'm lacking all the words and wisdom that can better myself. Ambitious to get better up on the shelf. Now if I die tonight, don't wanna wonder if I'll go to heaven or hell. Think back to lessons mama taught with the belt. Might not appreciate them then, but when she's gone I'll miss these lessons I felt. Yeah, live life and learn so you can tell the story. Stay humble and be sure to give God all the glory. So live life and learn so you can tell the story. You gotta give God all the glory. Every day you gotta count all your blessings, guard what you say, cause tomorrow's not promised just cause we are here today. And tell someone you love them before they all go away, cause it's all love, yeah, it's all love. They say count all your blessings, guard what you say, cause tomorrow's not promised just cause we are here today. And tell someone you love them before they all go away, cause it's all love, yeah, it's all love. Said everybody's time is coming, yeah, we all gotta die. Even if we stop cancer, we still can't stop time. We're living on borrowed time, so live each day with a purpose. Before making decisions, make sure every minute is worth it. No, we can't be perfect, but with mistakes should also come learning, cause people keep dying, and best believe the world will keep turning. Don't want no shoulda, coulda, wouldas in my memory burning. Won't have no shoulda, coulda, wouldas in my memory burning. So if you love somebody, then you should let them know. No, not just with your mouth, you should let your actions show. So I'ma say I love you, just to let you know. And I'ma say until the day I have to let you go. Just gotta count all your blessings, guard what you say, cause tomorrow's not promised just cause we are here today. And tell someone you love them before they all go away, cause it's all love, yeah, it's all love. I say count all your blessings, guard what you say, cause tomorrow's not promised just cause we are here today. And tell someone you love them before they all go away, cause it's all love, cause it's all love.
Great. Wonderful. This one, the one you said previously, what was it? All time? Sometime? Say it again. Speak of the mic,
A
though.
Matter of Time.
Matter of Time.
Yeah.
And All Love, Matter of Time, Donnie. I've got the outro music right here. This was great too. What It Is. It's not nearly as meaningful as this one, but it's still good.
That was like that one was another tragedy. Pretty much, I got robbed, and so that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, you start
there.
off the music video with that.
So that was that was a time too. I was going through a lot of stuff when I wrote that one too. But this summer, I'm dropping more happy music for sure.
You said you're going to wait till the summer to release some things to YouTube because you want to record the music videos?
Yeah, so I'm dropping the whole album, which is probably going to be like 16 songs in like May, and then shooting music videos for that like shortly. I'm going to be shooting music videos for that shortly after. Or I'm shooting music videos for it like now, but I'm waiting for springtime to get some of them just so I can have some sun. I'm getting some nice cars, and it's happy music. So I have a method of the way I record my music, like how I record the music that I'm doing. All my summer songs I record in the wintertime. Summertime I record my more meaningful, not more meaningful, but like sadder, like
Somber.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a season for lovey-dovey, sadder music, and that's the winter time because it's gloomy
all
outside.
hugs and stay warm. The weather outside's frightful, fire so delightful.
As soon as that sun comes out, it's fast cars, happiness, making money,
Get
and
this bread.
beaches. You know what I mean? Having fun, living it up, type vibe. And so that's how I'm coming. The same type of sound with a different message.
That's good. You have that plan. Like you want to sort of do seasonal music. Do you see many other rappers or song artists doing that, or is that just something you decided on your own?
Drake
does that?
Drake. I don't know about the way. Oh, I mean, like, so I put in inclusion. Like, he records some of his albums records years in advance, but he's working on his summer music in the wintertime and his winter music in the summertime, and he usually drops his albums like that. And I was listening to his music, like when he drops a song and his music that drops in the wintertime, they're usually more emotional. And his music that's in the summertime is all hype, dance, club, beach, party music. So it's like, if he's doing that and he's successful, I like to look at people who are successful, and I don't like to copy exactly what they do, but I do like to
take good ideas from what you appreciate. Totally.
It's like if they're winning right now and this is what they're doing, they're obviously doing something right. So I take that in consideration. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, we should start wrapping this up.
For sure.
Go ahead and plug yourself. People can find you on where's all the platforms you're on.
All platforms. You can Shazam my music. I'm on Deezer, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud. You name it, I'm probably on that. I'm not sure if I'm on Amazon Music yet or not.
I know there's a couple songs, but they're on the unlimited music.
Yeah. So you can just check me out. Follow me on Instagram at Poetic Justice Apollo, JUSTICE. It's not spelled a weird way like JUSTUS. It's Justice, JUSTICE. Apollo, APOLLO. Poetic Justice Apollo is my Instagram. As far as Facebook, you won't find me on there yet. I might come up with a J Apollo Facebook later. I'm not on Twitter because I don't really understand it yet. But sooner or later, I'm working on a management team right now, and they're going to be running all of my social media except for like my personal ones, like my personal Facebook and stuff like that. But if you're looking at me, looking to get at me, I post a lot of my music on Snapchat too at Justice Jackson 2, JUSTICE JCKSON and the number 2. But if you're trying to hit me, honestly, hit me on Instagram. That's probably the best way to reach me. If you're looking up for some inquiries, it'll be justicemusic425@gmail.com. As of right now, that might change pretty soon depending on my management team. But dropping some more music in May. Look out for that. Some singles are going to be dropped here and there with my Slam homies, and as like some collaborations and stuff. I'm probably going to drop a song this week actually, so called Choosy featuring Father KG, and so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you, Justice.
Thank you, Noah.
J Apollo, everybody, check him out. We're out.
But it is what it is. Some people got too much pride. Some people always gonna lie, but it is what it is. Some people ain't gonna change. They're gonna be the same till they die. It is what it is. Some people always gonna be fake. Some people always gonna hate. It is what it is. I got a lot on my plate, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.